Okay, sorry about the initial hitch. I hope everybody is here. I think couple of them are not here. Okay, if I have to start even before I share my screen, can I know a little bit about each one of you? What exactly you do? What is your professional background or your interaction with children? If you could share something with me, please.
Okay, ma'am, myself Vanisha Kapoor, and I am from Himnani Public School. I am PGT Psychology, but counselor plus counselor over there. So I
Okay,
deal with 12, 11, 12, and some counseling students as well.
okay,
Yes.
wonderful. Welcome to the session.
Thank you, ma'am.
Anybody else wants to speak a little bit about themselves?
Hi ma'am, I am Anjumara. I am a special educator. I was work Greater Valley Public School.
Okay,
So now I am not work right now due to
okay,
my
okay,
pregnancy. Yeah,
okay. Welcome to the
thank you.
session, Anshu. Okay, so to start with, what is remedial support? If anybody can tell me what is remedial support. I'm sorry, Himanshu, there seem to be some problem. Can you introduce yourself? Can I know a little bit about you, Himanshu? You're on mute.
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry. My name is Himanshu Jain, and I'm a special educator, and I'm working in a inclusive setup in Ghaziabad, GD Goenka Public School.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, welcome to the session, Himanshu. Mhm.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
And to again start with, what is remedial support? What, according to you, what do you guys think is remedial support? If we have to start with that.
Ma'am, apart from the time which we give to the child in the school, we provide remedial teaching to the students with special needs who needs special care, special attention in academics or in self-help or in behavior, which give them, we give them personally one-to-one session.
Okay. Mm. And why do we give these one-to-one sessions, Himanshu?
Ma'am, because it is not possible in the whole class that we can provide all these things on the with other children as well, so we provide these things on one session for the children who has problem with ADHD, who are suffering from ADHD or autism. So it is better to give them one-on-one session. We can see the changes or in their behavior if we provide them on one-on-one basis.
Wonderful. Anybody else wants to take that? Nazneen, you want to say something? Okay. You can see my screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we are here basically for this reason. Remedial support in TLM. TLM, as we all know, is teacher learning material in special education. So, what do you think is remedial support and why is it required? If it is required, why? What does it do to a child?
Ma'am, to bring that child with par with another children in the class. With remedial
Okay.
support, we can make them at par with every child in the class.
Okay, so that means this particular child who gets remedial support is not performing academically as per the grade level, right?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
In some cases, ma'am.
Yes. they seem to have some issues. They are not, even though the mode of instruction is the same like other children in the classroom, they're unable to comprehend, or rather they're not able to learn the content and perform as per requirement of their classroom requirement. So, what remedial support is basically, if I have to sum it up, it is you have to teach the way the child will understand. If everything is taught in the same way in the classroom, the child is one particular child is unable to understand. You pull that child out from the class, take him to the remedial room or your sense center, and you give him support. Now, exactly what is the support? The support is something which we it's tailor made as per the level of the child, requirement of the child, and understanding of the child. And this is something which is the creative idea of we special educators. All of you agree on that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so as it says, remedial support refers to specialized instructional methods, interventions, and resources designed to help children who are struggling to meet their academic standards. Why do we need to give it? To bridge the learning gap and build foundational skills. This we have already discussed. Okay, to start with, what do you all see in this picture? The first thing that you see in this picture.
Skull.
No,
About
don't have
ma'am.
to tell me, don't
Hanging
tell me,
from the-
don't tell me. Keep it to yourself. Whatever that you saw, keep it to yourself. I'll give you 10 seconds and then I'll tell you what each one saw and what it means. This is trying to let's know ourselves a little more. All done? Everybody has seen some image in this particular picture?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Did anybody see a tangled man?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
if
ma'am.
you yeah, if you first notice the tangled man, you're the kind of person who catches yourself off guard a lot. You don't know what you want in life and in love. True?
No, ma'am. First,
No,
I
ma'am.
watched a hanging board, then a
Okay,
tangled
let's go
man.
to that. Let's go to that. And I think somebody said skull. If you first notice the
Yes, ma'am.
skull, you're someone that spends a lot of time on the emotional side of things. You take a lot of things that happen around you far too personally, and it sets you up, close things off, and makes you more willing to leave those who care the most for you. Whoever saw the skull.
I. Me. Himanshu Jain.
Okay. So hopefully this is something true of you, whatever is written.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then if somebody saw the trees, if you notice the trees, you're always looking at things from a perspective of what you do not have rather than what you have. Any of you saw the tree?
Yeah, I see.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I
I
have
will see.
Okay.
seen, but later.
I will see
You
also.
refuse to let yourself accomplish anything and are always beating yourself down. Somebody saw the fence. A fence is what you notice before anything else. You're a very one-sided person. Lot of things you think and do not and do revolve around you and no one else. You don't like to show others affection and are not willing to go the extra mile for the people in your life. If you first notice the boat, you expect too much from yourself and people around you. You're always assuming that people have more to offer you than they do and trying to get all you can get out of them. I saw the boat actually. Okay, back to business. What does our remedial support have? It has in IEPs or ILPs, the individualized learning plans. We use multisensory techniques and we do regular assessments and progress monitoring, small groups or one-on-one sessions. These are basically the typical remedial support the plan of action that we follow with our children. Anybody has to
Yes.
add anything here? Okay, now this is something which we have already answered. Why do we need remedial support? Children with SLD may need tailored support. Gaps in foundational knowledge, missed concepts in earlier grades can impact future learning. जब तक foundation सही नहीं बनेगा, we can't build a really tall and a safe construction. Boosting confidence and motivation helps the children regain confidence in their abilities. So, what happens with these remedial support is remedial support and the activities that we do, whatever gap the child has got in the previous classes, that is usually bridged with this. You teach the way the child understands. That's the first funda of the whole thing. If the child doesn't understand the way you're teaching, then you have to change your way to ensure that the child is on board and is able to understand. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Just like a hearing impairment student, we have to add TLMs of visual representation. Like we have to tell them using gestures and pictures.
Absolutely.
Similarly with the other disabilities
Yes,
students.
all disabilities, we have to work on their strengths. If they're not able to hear, they're able to see, right? So you work on their strengths and enhance their skills using their strengths.
We have to use multi-sensory approach, which you have mentioned
Yes,
earlier,
yes. We use
with the use of
multisensory
PLM.
approach. There was a stage, at least my generation, I have heard only lectures. I should have been an auditory learner because we have heard just lectures in our classrooms, be it in schools or be it in colleges. But
Me too,
today you
ma'am.
have, you do things, you have tactile, you have visual, you have auditory. And all of us remember the solar system in the same order, the 8 or the 9 planets we remember in the same sequence. Why? Because we have done it. We have done it as molds for our models for our science exhibition in school. Wish we had done everything in the same way. We remember the parts of a plant even today, because even though I've not done science, I remember the parts of a plant. The reason being, I've touched each part and I know what is it. So there is a different way wherein it is recorded in your mind. So it always need not be a lecture. It could be other ways, your multisensory approach. So coming to this, who provides these? Your special educators, learning support teachers, tutors who are trained, school counselors and psychologists. This is our job to support these children with all these remedial support or to work with the children on with the TLMs. Any more points here, please?
No, ma'am.
Okay, what all do we focus in remedial support and what are the areas that we work on? We work on the reading and phonic awareness, writing, language skills, mathematical concepts, and problem solving. Seems only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but this is a big, vast area. Reading includes your uh, letter recognition, sound recognition, phonemic
Yes, ma'am.
awareness, your CVC words, your silent consonants, your blends, it's endless. There's a big sequence in reading. Can any one of you tell me which are the different, what is the way to progress when I have to teach a child how to read? So, where do I start from? If the child has to read a passage of about 4 to 5 sentences with polysyllables, where do I start with? And how do I progress? I'm waiting.
Ma'am, what is polysyllable?
Polysyllable is a syllable with a word with more than one syllable. Now that comes to a basic question: what is a syllable? Syllable is the vowel sound in a word. The number of vowel sounds in a word.
Okay,
If
ma'am.
if I say a word for in cat, k at, so there's only one cat, ka and t. So it's a one syllable word because there's only one vowel. Each syllable is basically the number of vowel sounds in a word. Polysyllable is where you have word with many syllables. If I say language, language, so there are three syllables, and every syllable has to have a vowel. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So in this case, if a child has a problem with speech, then it could be broken, like a sentence, a big word could be broken, like language, as you said. So it could be pronounced as language,
Exactly.
like
That's
this.
how you break it. And as you go further, I'll share certain activities which can help the child understand the letter which goes in the spelling of every word. I'll share that. You'll see more of that. So reading, when okay, anybody else who has to say something about how do I progress with reading for a child who is to start reading?
It could be started with the sound of vowel A, then vowel U. Similarly, like next vowel sounds, and we could progress likewise, like vowel A, then E, then I. Words starting with A, then E, then I, then O, then U, and can make small sentences, and we could ask them to read that. This
Yeah.
makes sense.
So yeah, it makes sense. You're right. So we start with individual letters. So the child first starts to recognize ABCD. May not be in the same sequence. So you dodge them and you give them so that they know each letter individually. It's not shown in a sequence. When we observe children, we have seen that if you show it as ABCD, they will read it as ABCD. If you show it as DBCA, they will not be able to read it because they don't know it as a single letter. They know it only in that sequence. So that's where we start with first the letter recognition, and then each letter has a sound. So today the focus is not just on the alphabets, but it is on the phonemic awareness. So if I have to say teach the word cat, so you say k at. K is C, a is A, and T is T. So that's how you start teaching the phonic awareness. So this is a CVC word, consonant, vowel, consonant. So gradually we progress from CVC, then we teach them blends. Blends are two consonants together, be it BL together. Unlike Hindi and other regional languages, we don't say it as bul. BL is read as blur. Blur ack. BLACK is black. So we work on these things and gradually, and we add on sight words. Sight words are words which cannot be broken down phonetically. Your the is not phonetically broken. SAID, said, is not phonetically broken. These are your sight words. These are learned by just visually looking at them. You don't have to memorize. Ratta nahi marna hai, like the way we have done it in our childhood. You don't have to learn SAID said, SAID said, SAID. No. The child visually sees the word for a few, if not minutes, a few moments, and then the child will understand the sequence of the letters and will remember it. We'll work on this with the visual memory. And then once these things are achieved, the child is able to read a sentence like, the cat sat on the mat. So here the sight word the is there, and you have your phonemic awareness as in cat, sat, mat. So we are trying to improve the vocabulary along with this. This is the first step. Then you go on to the writing, and then your language skills where you have your syntax and you have your grammar. Similarly works with your mathematical concepts and your problem solving. Easy to understand? You want me to explain some part of it again?
Yeah, got it, ma'am.
Okay, where do we provide this support? As specialists, as therapists, we do in class support, we pull out sessions, which is what we say inclusion, and after school programs where children go to a learning center, a clinic where they get sessions after school in case the school doesn't provide them with the required support on campus. Online hybrid learning platforms. Thanks to the pandemic, we have learned how to work online. Okay, when does a child need remedial support? First, we need to understand not every child will need this. So, if the child seems to be having difficulty in reading, writing, or maths, sorry, poor retention of information, inconsistent academic performance, behavior changes, frustration, avoidance of homework because of the above. The child is not able to read or write, so he will avoid homework and he'll get frustrated, get angry, show his frustration to his parents or at home, in school, wherever it may be. All on board? Anything that I have to add? Anything that you want to add? Hello, I'm waiting for a reply. I can't see you guys.
No, ma'am. I think everything is already mentioned here.
Okay, what happens? What is the positive thing? It builds the confidence. Obviously, the child will learn. Once we know our skill, we are much better. It closes your learning gap, improves your academic performance. Parents are happy, teachers are happy, and the future is secure of these children if they're able to bridge the gap and learn the concept in a way that they can understand. All clear till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now comes to our problem. What are the challenges that we face? How do you identify stigma, acceptance by parents? Parents rarely, I mean, it is easier to handle children, take sessions with children than to handle parents because the social stigma and the way society looks upon us or such children is not very pleasant. And we all know that there is a lack of trained special educators in our country. Insufficient resources and time constraints all add to our problem. So we still haven't achieved, or rather, we haven't worked enough with our children. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so how do we work with these children? What tools and techniques can we use? All of us have been using this: flashcards, visual aids, phonic games, learning apps, math manipulatives, multisensory learning, like one of you told me this, hands on learning. I never imagined that as a kid, if I have to tell you, I never knew how to do ascending and descending. Today, we teach children with the staircase. You put
Yes.
numbers on the stairs and you show them. As you go up, it goes higher, and as you come down, it's descending. Wish somebody had taught me this as a kid. I would have probably learnt it much better. So the idea here is you are teaching the concept with concrete aids, which will definitely have an impact on the child.
Yes, ma'am.
Any other tools or techniques that you want to add on to this list?
Ma'am, sometime giving special attention, like pulling out a children from a class and especially giving that particular child special time. Time also matters.
Mhm.
Like some children, they know the topics very well, but they are very lethargic to do the work, or if you are not seeing them, they will not work. So giving them remedial to give some special attention also work as a technique, because many a times they know what to do but they are not willing. So when we are 100% present with them, they tend to give productivity more.
Yes, when you are there one on one with the children, they will tend to give you the results, and they are actually more than the laziness or the lethargy, it is they're craving for attention. They are
Yes,
looking for
yes,
attention, which they may be not getting in the modern world. You have working parents where there is
yeah,
no support at home, and nobody, you're left with a didi or a support staff at home, or there's nobody to talk to. So the child is craving. All of us are so man is a social being. We know that. So we are looking for somebody to be good to me, to give me attention, to talk to me. All of us feel good, right? When somebody gives you that
yes,
attention, we feel good, and children are even more. So they need that.
yes, ma'am.
Any other pointers? Okay, so how do we know that what we are doing works? So before starting with the child, we do an assessment to know the level of the child, and during the training, tracking the progress over time, and end of it again, we check on the child, and where is a success story. The moment the child is able to perform, if for instance I get this child X from a class, and the teacher says he's not able to write, he refuses to copy from the board, what is my success story? I should work with the child, and I should put him back into the mainstream where he's able to perform at par, or at least on an average level with other children in the class. That's my achievement. So, who tells me all this? When I get feedback from parents, teachers, students, yes, the child who was leaving the whole page blank is able to write one sentence or is able to write two sentences, it's an achievement. So, we observe the changes in the academic performance and we track the progress over time. And this is something which is like a slow cooked meal. If I have to tell you, this is a biryani. Doesn't happen like instant noodles. Maggi ke tarah 2 minute mein nahi banta. This takes time because we are working with the brain of a child.
Yes.
Agree?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, anybody wants to share any of your success stories that you worked with children? What has happened? Any child that you worked a particular way and the child is able to perform or come back into the mainstream? Anybody wants to share anything?
Yes, ma'am. I have a one experience. I have a lots of experience, but one of them, uh, I have when I speech one of my student, तो
Okay.
वो मैंने उसका फर्स्ट सिलेबल जो सिलेबल है उसका उससे स्टार्ट किया था, बट फिर मैंने देखा कि जो उसकी स्पीच है वो बहुत ही ज्यादा मतलब मिस मिस प्रोनाउंस हो रखा है, तो फिर मैंने अल्फाबेट लेटर्स को प्रोनाउंस कराया, फिर मैंने जैसे कि उसके लेटर को पहले करेक्ट कराया, उसके बाद ही फिर मतलब जो सिलेबल है वन सिलेबल वोवल्स को ऐड किया, और तो फिर उस बच्चे का जो है स्पीच है काफी इम्प्रूव हो गई।
Good, good. So how did you work with the child? One syllable का आपने काम फ्लैश कार्ड के साथ किया कि जमीन पे लिख के किया? कैसे किया आपने बच्चे के साथ?
टंग ट्विस्ट मैम, पहले टंग ट्विस्ट एक्सरसाइज के थ्रू, फिर उसके
Okay,
बाद सम एक्सरसाइजेस, एंड देन फिर लिप सिंग के साथ टंग ट्विस्ट कहाँ होना है ये करके, और फ्लैश कार्ड्स आल्सो इट्स हेल्पफुल।
ओके, पिक्चर्स वाले फ्लैश कार्ड्स यूज करके उससे कराया उसे।
एंड लिप सिंग के थ्रू की, सो दैट learners can see me and
Yes, they read your lips. That's how they do it. Yes.
yeah, definitely, ma'am.
Okay,
And
very good.
मैम एक चैलेंज भी रहा मेरे साथ, कैन आई से?
Yeah, go ahead, tell me.
मैम स्कूल के अंदर जो एज ए स्पेशल एजुकेटर एक चैलेंज रहा ये कि जैसे मैंने स्कूल ज्वाइन किया तो
हम्म।
वहां पर मतलब बहुत सारे 10 स्टूडेंट्स थे मेरे पास,
हम्म,
उनमें मतलब इंक्लूसिव सेटअप में। तो वहां पर जो एक क्लास टीचर थी और एक मैं, मतलब एक एज ए स्पेशल एजुकेटर, 10 स्टूडेंट्स मेरे अंडर में थे। तो उनमें जैसे ज्वाइन किया तो वहां पर सम ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स जो कि स्पेशल नीड्स थे, हाइपर एडीएसडी वाले,
हम्म,
तो वो उनमें से एक स्टूडेंट जो है जमीन पर लेट गया और शाउट बहुत जोर जोर से करने लगा। तो एज ए क्लास जो टीचर जो थी वो मेरे से ये एक्सपेक्ट कर रही थी कि मैं उसे एकदम से शांत करा दूं, और शांत करके एकदम से जैसे कीप क्वाइट ऑल स्टूडेंट्स आर सिटिंग, मतलब तो वो भी ऐसे बैठे और उन्होंने एक वीडियो बना ली और प्रिंसिपल मैम को शेयर कर दी। तो उन्होंने बोला कि ये आपने क्या किया, आप इस पर अटेंशन नहीं दे रहे हो। मैंने थोड़ा सा अटेंशन उस बच्चे को कम दिया उस टाइम पर, क्योंकि मुझे पता था कि मैं उसे शांत कराने की कोशिश कर रही थी लेकिन वो और शाउट कर रही थी। तो फिर मैंने उसे थोड़ा लेट इट गो छोड़ दिया, थोड़ा इग्नोर किया। थोड़ी देर बाद वो खुद उठ गई, लेकिन उस टीचर ने जो है वो पिक्चर क्लिक कर ली, मतलब वीडियो बना ली और प्रिंसिपल मैम को शेयर कर दी। तो ऐसे केस में मैम कैसे हैंडल करना चाहिए हमें, और क्या मतलब?
आई गॉट व्हाट यू आर कमिंग अप टू, बिकॉज मुझे पता है ये क्या होता है ना। द थिंग इज टीचर्स एंड स्कूल वाले ये सोचते हैं कि हम कोई मैजिशियन है. वी आर नॉट मैजिशियंस. We are here as facilitators. Even I have seen cases wherein you enter a class and immediately we are told, you have come, now you handle. बच्चा आपका है, आप उसको चुप कराओ. We don't have a magic wand with us where we can do something with the child. They have to accept that this child has issues, and like what I said, we are special educators. We work with the academic issues, but when it comes to sitting behavior, you need a counselor, you need a therapist, you need a speech therapist to work on the speech, you need an occupational therapist to work with the motor skills of the child, that in-seat behavior, attention focus karane ke liye, and to reduce the hyperactivity. That is not our job. We work holistically among us. We all work. So what you say, have to tell the principal or the school or the teacher is, ma'am, we will work. Don't expect him to just shut like one वो जो वो चाबी से चलने वाला डॉल नहीं है वो, कि आपने चाबी चला दिया और वो चुप हो गया. ऐसे नहीं होता है ना. We have
बट
to
मैम
yeah, go on.
यही चीज मैम मैंने प्रिंसिपल मैम को बोली, बट उन्होंने बोला जो प्रीवियस जो टीचर्स थे जो उनके साथ थे, उनके साथ बड़े सेटल थे, आपके साथ क्यों नहीं हुए? That's reason.
See, it need not be your mistake. Probably the child was on some kind of a medication. वो medication और जहां तक मेरा personal experience है, parents ये medication बंद कर देते हैं without any rhyme or reason, और हमें झूठ बोलते हैं कि हमने medicine बंद नहीं किया. They could be getting some medicine for their hyperactivity. अगर उन्होंने medicine बंद कर दिया, we can easily sense that within a few days, क्योंकि बच्चा restless and hyper हो जाता है. हम parents से पूछे तो वो मना करते हैं. Parents, I don't know.
Parents also uncooperative like this. वो बोलते कि नहीं हमारा बच्चे तो पहले ऐसा ही था, अभी ऐसा हो गया है.
ऐसे कैसे हो जाता है? ठीक है, हो गया तो there should be some reason, right? Overnight, and there are cases where parents tell you कि नहीं, इसकी दादी बोलती है कि इसका 9th birthday के बाद सही हो जाता है. You don't. How do you wake up after your 9th birthday saying that I'm a normal person? अगर मेरे पास कोई सिंपल सी बात है, मुझे फीवर है, 5 दिन मेरा फीवर कम नहीं हुआ, आई गो टू द डॉक्टर, ही गिव्स मी एंटीबायोटिक्स, फिर भी मेरा फीवर कम नहीं होगा. सो व्हाट डज ही डू? ही राइट सम ब्लड टेस्ट फॉर मी टू रूल आउट डेंगू नहीं है, टाइफाइड नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. ही विल राइट आउट सम टेस्ट फॉर मी, राइट? सो सिमिलरली दिस वर्क्स विद द ब्रेन आल्सो. हम फिजिकल एलिमेंट को इतना भाव देते हैं, मेंटल एलिमेंट को हम तो भाव ही नहीं देते.
So it's a challenge for us as a special educator, ma'am.
These are big challenges, and Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Ma'am, like Anju ma'am is explaining, the same case happened. The child was very aggressive and he was blaming the teacher कि आपने ऐसा किया. So he was very aggressive with the teacher as well. So teacher called me कि ma'am आप please संभालिए. So what the first did, I personally did that I took the child out of the class because the environment that was creating in the class, children were laughing, and the teacher was not scolding him. शी वॉज वेरी क्वाइट. टीचर कुछ नहीं बोल रही थी बट बच्चे जैसे हंस रहे थे, द वे दे वर लाफिंग, वो उस बच्चे को और गुस्सा दिला रहा था, वो और ज्यादा बच्चा और ज्यादा हाइपर हो रहा था. तो आई सिंपली टुक इट हिम आउट ऑफ द सिचुएशन एंड देन मेक हिम काम. आई गिव हिम वाटर एंड then I listened to his story very calmly, that what exactly happened. And then after that we found out that बच्चा मतलब इससे पहले बच्चा गवर्नमेंट स्कूल में था एंड पेरेंट्स ने फिर उसको प्राइवेट स्कूल में शिफ्ट किया, तो जिस वजह से वो बिल्कुल भी उसमें अडेप्ट नहीं हो पा रहा था और इवेंचुअली उसको थर्ड में होना चाहिए था, उसको फोर्थ में करा दिया. सो देयर वाज टू ऑब्स्टेकल्स. एक क्लास का भी बहुत बड़ा बैरियर था और लैंग्वेज का,
And it's a new
एनवायरनमेंट का
environment. Yes.
बहुत ज्यादा बैरियर्स थे. फिर हमने उनके पेरेंट्स को काउंसिल किया, इवेंचुअली उनको समझाया कि बच्चे के लिए क्या जरूरी है. देन दे शिफ्टेड द चाइल्ड टू द थर्ड क्लास नाउ. सो अब उसको अगर कोई प्यार से सुनता है, प्यार से समझता है, थोड़ा ध्यान देता है, क्योंकि उसको लगता था कि वो हिंदी में बोल रहा तो उसको कोई सुनेगा नहीं, तो वो उसके बैरियर्स बहुत ज्यादा ज्यादा थे, जिससे बच्चा बहुत ज्यादा एग्रेसिव हो रहा था. और क्लास में जब वो एग्रेसिव होता था तो बच्चे उस पर हंसते थे, तो इसलिए वो और ज्यादा एग्रेसिव हो रहा था. तो वो ये बच्चे को
See,
थोड़ा
and it's not the fault. The child is also helpless. बच्चा भी helpless
Yes,
हो जाता है ना. I
बिल्कुल.
mean, they don't know how to react. And see, for each child it works different. For a child on the spectrum, अगर वो भागने की कोशिश कर रहा है या चिल्ला रहा है, you don't hold his hand tight
Yeah.
and you pull him. The more you hold, the more they would want to
Yes.
escape. आप जितना you give your finger or you give your hand, ask them to hold you. So they feel that they are in control instead of you going and grasping their hand. I've told
Yes.
didis also in schools that you don't zabardasti usko pakdo mat. Don't forcibly hold his hand, because the moment you hold, he thinks he's going to be overpowered.
Yeah.
And he will retaliate. So first thing is, let him be. Let the child be as he is. It's okay.
Yes,
Any other
ma'am.
stories, be it success or challenge?
Yeah, ma'am.
Really,
Apart
ma'am.
from like for learning, there was one girl in class second. So the teacher complained कि she give answers या ये बहुत जल्दी सब भूल जाती है, जैसे एक दिन अच्छा काम करती है फिर भूल जाती है. तो ये बहुत ज्यादा कंप्लेंट थी कि उसने बिल्कुल, मतलब समर वेकेशन से पहले बच्चा अच्छा कर रहा था, उसके बाद उसने बिल्कुल कोप अप करना छोड़ दिया था. कुछ भी लर्न करेगी अगले दिन तक भूल जाती है और बिल्कुल नहीं लिख रही थी. सो उसके साथ मैंने यही टेक्निक मतलब स्टार्ट करी कि एवरी मॉर्निंग आई विजिट हिज क्लास. मेरी उसका, मैं पढ़ाती नहीं थी उस क्लास में, बट एवरी मॉर्निंग में जाती थी और उसको एक टास्क दे के आती थी. और रोज स्कूल खत्म होने से पहले मैं 15 मिनट्स पहले फिर से उसकी क्लास में जाती थी और जो जो काम होता था वो चेक करके उसको एक छोटा सा रिवॉर्ड मैं प्रोवाइड करती थी, वेदर इट्स टॉफी और चॉकलेट, कुछ भी, एक गुड, एक
Very
स्टार.
good.
तो वो धीरे धीरे बच्चे ने फिर नेक्स्ट सेशन तक अच्छा करने बच्चा ने स्टार्ट कर
Yes,
दिया.
you work with positive reinforcements with the child, even though it was a basic thing of a stamp, a star, a sticker, or whatever it may be. You have
Yes,
done a
ma'am.
positive thing with the child कि
Yes,
उसको
ma'am.
responsibility दे दिया कि end of the day इतना करोगे, so you will get whatever it is.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good.
Exactly, ma'am.
Anybody else wants to share something?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Vidya.
Kavita, ma'am.
Sorry, Kavita. Your voice is
Yeah.
similar to Vidya. And I can't see you. My screen is all the PPT. Yeah. Yes, Kavita,
Okay,
tell
ma'am.
me.
ఎస్ మ్యామ్. ఫస్ట్ స్టార్టింగ్లో వచ్చిన పిల్లలకి ఇప్పటికి చాలా ఎడ్యుకేషన్ లెవెల్ మాత్రం అకాడమిక్స్లో బాగా పెరిగింది మ్యామ్. స్టార్టింగ్ లెవెల్ వచ్చేసి
Okay.
లెటర్ రికగ్నేషన్ అండ్ లెటర్ లెవెల్. ఇప్పుడు వచ్చేసి వర్డ్ లెవెల్కి వెళ్తున్నారు మ్యామ్ ఇద్దరు పిల్లలు, ADHD.
Okay.
One
Okay.
and started with addition 1 digit and two digits, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. And parent feedback is also good, ma'am.
Okay, good. See, that's how, I mean, all of us have monetary gains. Everybody is here to make money, no doubt about it. But when a child gains something from it and the parents come and appreciate what we have done, because ours is a very challenging job. It may sound, if it's a passion, you'll enjoy it, but it's a very challenging job, because I have people telling me, teaching normal children itself is difficult. How will you teach such children? Handling a class in a regular setup itself is difficult, and you end up working with such children. It's even more difficult. But end of the day, when the child learns even the smallest thing that the child picks up after our hard work, it gives us immense pleasure. And that satisfaction when parents come and tell you that, yes, my child is able to read, the child is able to write, it is something which is magical. Unless you experience it, there's no point in anybody telling you anything. This is something which is internal. You can't express it beyond a point. Yes. Anybody else wants to say something?
Ma'am, Vidya here.
Yes, Vidya.
Yeah, mine, this is a different context which I am working now with the kindergarten. I have only tackled elder people. So
Okay.
it was hopefully there were so much changes which teachers told me.
Okay.
Like one is that I told Nimalan, who I said, has started to speak. Before, if you call Nimalan, also he will not turn and just give yes, ma'am, I'm here, like that. So he has started to
So
speak
sweet.
very well. Yeah. So the parents and the teacher, everyone has told that it has been working. And
Yes,
even
good.
another kid I used to never does the beats activities, now very keen to do beats activity all the time. That is
Good,
also
good.
kindergarten. But what is that we have to give the trust to them, that whatever they do,
Yes.
we
We need
reinforce
to
them.
feel, yes, yes, we need to make them feel important, and we
Yeah.
need to reward them in a positive way for whatever that they are doing,
So
even the
that
smallest thing.
yes, ma'am. So I thought that trust building is the first step which I learned
Yes,
in this
yes, absolutely.
course of time. So
Yes,
that is more
absolutely.
important than we teaching them anything.
Yes, yes. If they like you and they come to you and hold your hand, 50% of your job is done. That's
Yes,
where
ma'am.
50%,
Yes.
we don't have to work for the other
Yeah. The
50%.
other kid is
Once the child
big.
is comfortable with
The other kid is because he itself told me, ma'am, I like you very much because your activities are very interesting to me. So
interesting.
he's
Yes,
that's
yes.
what. I told, yeah,
Mm.
this is one of my reinforcement for myself. Like that itself, I told to him. So
Yeah,
they
because
gave.
the moment I walk into a class, even though I may go for something else, I may not go to take a particular child. That child who sees me immediately comes and holds my hand. Ki, let's go from this class. I don't want to be in this
Yes, ma'am.
class. And
Yes,
there
ma'am.
are other children who ask me in the class. They are like, "Why don't you take me? Even I want to
Yes,
go
ma'am.
and play with you."
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I have that trouble now. Everyone is telling, please take me up. No, please take me up. Like that, they
Exactly.
start saying.
Exactly. Yes. 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 Good, good that we are sharing our thoughts about this. Anybody wants to add something, or can we go further? Okay, now coming to the interesting part. I love this part. The teacher learning material. These are tools, resources, and materials used by teachers to facilitate learning and improve student engagement. How do you do it? This is made to make it more interactive, engaging, and effective. This is a long term thing. Why do children need TLMs? It enhances understanding, visual, auditory, tactile materials, support different learning styles, increases retention, hands on activities, improve memory and retention, encourages active learning. Students are more engaged when learning is interactive. Yes, agree, not agree.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So when you do all these different areas
Yes.
or you support different styles, it definitely does wonders with children. So different types could be visual aids, your charts, diagrams, flashcards. These are the things which we use, obviously. Audio aids, your songs, rhymes, models, e-learning app, use of your technology, simulations, all your light. Children are sensitive to light, so you have the light simulation. You have lots of digital support as well in today's world. Advantages: simple, easy to use, and you can make it as per each child's requirement, culturally relevant. Of course, we know this support multisensory learning, it's cost effective and reusable. It's not a use and throw. You make an activity, you can use it in different ways with different children. Okay, what are the things we need to remember? What is a learning objective? If the child has to learn a simple thing, as in this child is getting confused with B and D, I will not teach him a comprehension passage. Obviously, I'll have to see what is my objective. You have to choose appropriate material, design it as per the child, and you have to ensure safety for everybody, for the child, for me, and it should be durable in the long run. Okay, even before I go to the next slide, any popular or tried and tested learning material that you guys want to share with me? Anything that you have tried has worked?
And many a times showing some YouTube videos to make learning easy. Like if I am
Okay.
teaching fractions, so if I am showing them the images or videos that what are like and unlike fractions or how to make them like or unlike, so videos, YouTube videos or any kind of videos or sounds, it help a lot, like a learning material in general also.
Okay. You're using more of an auditory one, or and even visual
Visual
also, where
ones,
they
yeah,
see
ma'am.
and learn. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anybody else who wants to say something? What kind of aids that you've been using?
Ma'am, since I am handling with kindergarten, I basically do everything which is activity based. So, like everything with chalk also I use, but I make them to trace A, trace B. So, I'll mix and do. I will not do the same activities. They get bored. So I plan in such a way that two activities at least I will give them a day.
Yes,
So
we should not be very repetitive because it could
ah
get boring with the child.
yes, ma'am. That one is there, and they more like coloring. So I plan in a week. The last Friday, I will keep it as a coloring day for them, so they enjoy and they have that coloring this thing also.
Okay. Aishwarya, you raised your hand. Aishwarya?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Go on,
Yes,
dear.
ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. I couldn't reply to your questions for a long time because I stuck in traffic.
No worries, no
So,
worries, dear.
ma'am, actually, teaching aid, it doesn't matter that what we are using. If the child gets something, like if the child like to play with even a bead, we can make that beads in order to teach a concept. So,
Exactly.
the child will be more interested where it shows her or his interest on towards it, so it will be different also, the concept will be reached towards a kid. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, dear. Wonderful. So the thing is, for instance, I had this child who was on the spectrum and he loved numbers. So whatever I have to plan an activity, it has to be around numbers. If I have to teach him modes of transport, I will show 2 cars, 4 jeeps, 5 ships. So it is in and around the concept that he likes. He loves to do anything with numbers. So we have to tailor make it according to the requirement of a child. Very simple. The next slide will tell you this. Very simply put, how are we teaching? How do we still teach B and D confusion for our children? Most of children with SLD have a confusion with B and D. How do you teach B and D? Any ideas?
B and D, we can say that a person with belly and a person carrying a bag.
Okay. It's not belly and diaper. It would be belly
Ah.
is in front and diaper is at the back.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is a standing line. If it is here, it is a diaper, and if it is this side, it's a belly. Front of a man is a belly, and behind is a diaper. So the stick is the man.
And we can also put some gap between teaching both of the letters B and D. First, making them the letter B much clearer, and then moving to D. So there will
Agree.
be a less
You make that, but
confusion.
then once they have to see both the letters on the same page, they get
Yes,
confused
ma'am.
whether it is B or D.
Yes, ma'am.
So there is this, of course, the next slide will show you this. We make a bed. We sit with the child and we make a bed. So this is my left hand is my B hand. So this is where I keep my head. So this is my bed. So B and D. So we teach them the left hand is B and the right hand is your D. So whenever the child is confused on a paper reading in print, they keep their hand. They see which hand goes. And initially we write B and D with a marker on their hands. So this is your B hand and this is your D hand. So I have seen children do this as in whenever there's a confusion, they put the hand. If it matches, then okay, this is B. It works. Trust me, it works. And then one more activity which you can do is you can put lots of small cards with B and D and keep two bowls and ask the child to separate. This is B bowl, this is D bowl. The child will separate and put it. Yes. Lots of all this is our creative ideas. End of it. Make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now let's go to the interesting part wherein you see the screen. Okay, so you can see this. Like what I said, your bird, which is your bird hand and the hand. You sit next to the child and you say this is your bird hand. Belly and diaper, like one of you mentioned, belly is in front and diaper is at the back. So bird hand, you can know which is your bird and which is your d. And you say even for bat and donut, bat is in the front and donut is at the back. That's the thing which you say. And like what I said, you mix the letters and you ask the students to sort them in two piles, one for B and one for D. This is one more tactile activity which you can do. You fill a tray with sand or salt and children put their finger and trace bird. Not only for bird, you can use it for lots of things. This is your tactile thing. You could have sandpaper letters. I have sandpaper letters of ABCD. So every time the child traces it in the particular sequence of writing and they say the sound. So the touch will remain in with the child. You get what I'm trying to say? Yes? All of you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is just a random thing of different activities. Q and U stick like a glue. Example, quick, quiet, and quiz. Whenever there is a Q, the U is a very good friend of Q. These are all your simple examples of teaching spelling. So Q always has a very good friend U who will never leave his side. So whichever word in English has a Q will have a U next to him. Teach it like a song. When ing comes to play, e runs away. Love will become loving. These are all for your grammar topics. When you have an e at the end, e goes away when the ing comes, because the e is scared of the ing. All of us have this problem, I before e or e before I. So it comes as a small song, I before e, as in tide or in grief, except after C, as in conceit and ceiling, or when it sounds like A, neighbor, way. So usually in English language, I comes before E. We all have this confusion, except after C, wherein it comes EI, it's EI when it comes after C, or when it sounds like A, as in 8, EIGHT. We don't say IEGHT. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody else with some other learning material like this, interesting material? So I've just shared this one of my the game which I play. I play the Alice in Wonderland story. I read the story with the children, wherein they see these pictures and they have little words where they have to put it on each sheet. I before E sounds like A or except after C. Basically, to reinforce the concept of the spelling of IE. Okay, what are mnemonics?
Ma'am, helping aids.
Okay, mnemonics. Anybody else?
Ma'am, it's a short form.
Okay.
Cues.
Yeah, it's basically cues. Mnemonics are clues for us to remember something. Haven't we all learned the colors of the rainbow with that word Vibgyor?
Webgear.
Yes, that's a mnemonic. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So I've just shared a few mnemonics for how to remember spelling. Because is big elephants can always understand small elephants. Remember the sentence, and the first letter of each word is your spelling of because. Friend, a friend is always there to the end. This is nice. I like this. Shirt has one collar, two sleeves, just like in the word necessary. We always get confused whether it's 2C or 1S or 2S, whatever it may be. Simple tricks for children to remember. This is one more thing which our children have an issue. There. So which there comes where? So I have this little game where there is Ginger sitting in his kennel, and the Mehtas are walking towards their house. One is pointing out to something, one is possession. That is what is the two different theirs. And then the child gets these strips of sentences which they have to put it in the right place. The triplets wanted to have a theme party to celebrate their birthday. That's THEIR. How can there be peace and calm if people continue to have petty fights? THERE.
भाभी मैंने उसको उठा दिया है, मैंने 45 मिनट दे.
Okay, polysyllable words. Somebody was asking me what is polysyllable words. Tomorrow has 3 syllables. TOMORROW. So you're trying to teach the child spelling of a polysyllable word like this. So where the child will, as you see, each syllable has one vowel mandatory. Wednesday. That's how you break it and you teach. And to share an example of it, if you can see the screen, see the first box there has the second letter goes tall. So we have certain tall letters like T, L, H. These are your tall letters. And the second second set of box, the one next to autumn, has one box going down. So that is basically for a letter like G, Y, P, Q. These are the boxes. So the child will remember the sequence of the letter looking at the size. This is a way where you teach. So if I have to say about the box next to scissors, the word would be staircase. S T. T is the tall letter. AIRCASE. All other letters are small. So this is how the child will learn a polysyllable word. After writing down the way we wrote it here, the child will do the corresponding worksheet to understand how the letters are to be placed. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then we have more activities for your spelling, your flashcards for homophones. What are homophones? Which words which sound the same but have different spelling and different meaning. SEA is the Samundar wala, the sea beach. SEE is what we see with our eyes. Right, right, tail, tail. So a small activity which we do, wherein the child is able to see each picture, explain it, and match the cards, play a memory game, understand the spelling. There are innumerable ways of teaching the very basic, simple things to our children.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my children loves memory games a lot, ma'am. Apart from puzzles and all.
Yes, you can play. You can club two of them, three of them together. You can also play with them, wherein you pretend that you're losing. You're not losing. You're not losing any big medal there, but
Yes.
you're building the confidence of the child, saying that, "See, I can beat ma'am. I won a game with ma'am. Good, you won a game, but I won. I won in my way, where I had to teach you something. I won there."
Yes, ma'am.
So these are simple things. I mean, basically, there is no right or wrong, and there is no end to creativity. I'm just sharing certain stuff which can be helpful, and you can work in multiple ways. For instance, this particular thing about homophones, first, if the child is able to, the little kids can just tell you, look at the picture, sun, sun. They can explain what is it. Maybe a little older child who's able to read the words can match the picture with the correct spelling. A little older child, the third level, you can play memory game with the child. So there are different ways of doing the same thing. Okay, then you have certain things for sequencing, logical reasoning, wherein the child will sequence an image, and this could help in a daily activities of daily living, your ADL, how the child gets up, brush the teeth, have a bath, have breakfast, go to school. You put it in a picture and ask the child to sequence it. So the child will understand what is sequencing, logical reasoning, how to go about the activities of daily living, and narrative skills. You ask them to say recite a story, they will not say that the dog went home first. You will start in order, right? Once there was a dog, the dog was hungry, found a piece of bread. It goes in that sequence. An example to tell you the same. You have visual observation, attention to detail, wherein you show, we have all done this as kids, and we do have these activities where there are two scenes which look very identical, but there will be some minute differences. Spot the differences. This helps in vocabulary, observation, attention to detail. What are the differences in the two pictures? At least 10 differences. Anybody wants to find the difference? Nobody? Okay, you do predictive thinking, you build the logical reasoning, storytelling, you show an action scene. A boy is about to slip on a banana peel. What happens next? The child will start thinking. For instance, what do you think happens in this picture?
He left.
Huh?
Ma'am, he left the bus.
Okay, he misses his train, bus, whatever that is. I think it's a bus only. He misses the bus. So what happens next? He goes late to work or he doesn't go to work. So the child will start thinking. Looking at the picture, the child will start thinking about what could happen next. Why was he late? He didn't. His alarm didn't ring. He had a fight with his wife, or whatever that you can think about. Then you could have a set of mixed pictures, animals, fruits, mix of all of them, so that they understand classification, analytical thinking. And you provide a big image, ask questions, again work on their vocabulary. Children who can't speak in English, how many children are playing in the park, what is the color of the dog, who is sitting on the bench, how many people can you see? Go ahead. What color is the water bottle of the child who's filling water? What is the color of the flag? How many suitcases is the coolie carrying? Why do you think we should use such learning material? Yes, because they are easy to remember, help children to retain it, because these children have issues with memory. Retention is an issue. So you use bright colors, ask questions, and engage them in conversation. Simple visuals. These are all cost effective. How much do you think all this costs? And these are all reusable. Yes. Now, let's go to your thoughts, your ideas. I want your inputs now. Are you guys there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, any ideas that you can tell me to improvise on? Any TLMs that you think works really good?
Ma'am, like it's a very funny kind of learning teaching aid, you can say. Like
Hmm?
if I want to recall the topic or if I want to make the topic clear in the class, so I use the method to you being a teacher. The children will come and he will dictate the lesson the way I did. So, and he will ask the questions, or I usually give a group discussion or questions from the child. So, question answer technique, or be a teacher, or come and, yeah, many a times I say, okay, who will come to the board and tell. So, these techniques
Yeah,
really
actually, that
works.
makes children enjoy being a teacher.
Yes,
Trust me,
ma'am.
they love being a teacher and they love to find mistakes with us.
Yes.
So intentionally we commit some mistakes and they're like, ma'am, this is not the way you have to do it. You have to do
Yes, ma'am.
like this. I mean, it
Many a
feels
times.
so good. It feels so good.
Yes, ma'am.
How many of us don't like to find faults in others? All of us.
Yes. Yeah.
We will not find a fault in ourselves. We'll find a fault in others. Very easy. That gives you some kind of a satisfaction. Yes, anybody else? Any other pointers? Any feedback? Any thoughts?
Ma'am, it was a very nice session. I learned that I could make TLM with the visual aids, which are the last you share using pictures and picture descriptions. So it was very useful. I will definitely use in my.
Yeah, please. It's a very simple, basic thing. You don't have to go big time investment, no Amazon, no online shopping, nothing. Very basic.
Yes, ma'am. For the speech problem student, it is very helpful.
Yes,
It
visual
is
things.
going to be, yes, ma'am.
You put lots of pictures, make it as bright and colorful. Everybody likes it. Children will definitely, and you get it laminated. See, it may be a little more adding to your cost, but once you get it laminated, children can't tear it and it will stay for a longer period of time.
Yes, ma'am.
Your flashcards, you can get all that done and you can keep it with you. You know, it will not rot. I have material right from teaching phonics till grade 9 to teach comprehension and written expression. I have material and I know I'm sorted. Okay, this activity, I need to teach the spelling, I need to teach this reading, I need to teach this. I have the material ready with me. So this is like you can use it multiple times. Anybody else? Any other feedback? Any thoughts?
Ma'am, through this workshop, we were able to once again brush up our learning that we have learned before TLM, how where we can, and some of the TLMs we have forgot that we can use. So through this workshop, we are able to recall again. We can use them in future as well now. So it's very helpful, and thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being there.
Thank
No,
you.
that's the thing. It's just that we all know this. Only thing is we forget how to use it. That's the only thing. Anybody else wants to say something? Can we end the meeting? I think we can end the meeting. You can all leave the meeting. I will stay here till the end.